Hey guys, welcome. Let's see who we have here. Hello guys, please if you are live with me today, if you can say a word so I can say hello to you and yes, welcome. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, oh, hello Chioma, thank you for joining me. Welcome James, welcome Stella, welcome Adetoyin, and congratulations. Welcome Thomas. Thank you guys so much. Welcome Dee, Cleve, Henry. Welcome. Please, if I can ask you all to share this video. Tonight is going to be today is a very special night. Welcome House Liberations Miracle. Welcome. Okay guys, please, King David is doing good. He is fine and still awake. Thank you guys so much. So I want to welcome you all to The Real You. This is a platform where we empower single women, single moms. We empower women who struggle with identity crisis to help them discover their self first, and also to give out key principles on how we can win and how we can thrive as women. Talking about winning, is there any woman that doesn't want to win? Every woman wants to win in life. We all want to win, but the first prerequisite to winning in life is discovering yourself. You cannot win in life if you don't know who you are. So you all are welcome to this wonderful platform today. So today we're going to be talking about your worth as a woman. What is your worth? We're going to be talking about your worth. One second guys, let me just adjust my camera. Hopefully I'm just adjusting the camera. Okay, I think you're good to go now. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about your worth as a woman, and we're also going to be able to look at some main key things that will help you to break out from the mentality that we have as women, because we carry some kind of mindset that are really limiting. We carry some beliefs that are really limiting us as women. We're not really thriving. We just talked about winning in life. For any woman to win in life, you have to discover yourself, and you cannot discover yourself if you don't know who you are. And in the process of knowing who you are, you get to discover your source. So these are all the things we're going to be talking about today. Today is more like encouragement for me. I really want to encourage single women. I want to encourage I want to inject hope in us, especially for single women. I want to inject a lot of hope for us, so that we can be able to thrive, so we can rise up, so we can begin to think, so we can become successful women, so we can become women that our generation will reckon with us, so that our days and our life that we spent will not be wasted. One of my passion, I just want single men to just have a life. That is my passion. I just want them to just have a life. Even if you go to marriage or something, just go and live your life. Nothing changes, nothing, you're not affected. Things are not, things are not, you're not having to, kind of begin to compromise who you are. Your identity is not affected, and you even get to make the right choice. So these are all the things, I'm hoping that we're going to talk about today. Please, if I can ask you all to share the videos, and to share the video, and also invite your friends as well. And if you're single, you haven't liked our page, the Real You page, please like our page, the Real You. You'll see it's got like a purple logo with some kind of yellow writings on it. Thank you so much, Larry, for joining me. Thank you, Queen Mrs. Ojimadu. Thank you, Lola Shorinke, our mommy, our best mommy. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a privilege for me to have you here. So please, if you can, like the Real You page. Very soon, I'm not going to be coming live on my personal page. I'm going to be coming live on the Real You page, so we can have all the time to ourselves to talk about the things that concern us without interruption. Okay, so first of all, I want to say that I have three things I want to say first before we begin our conversation of you are more than just a wife material. That is the topic we're going to be talking about. I've really been shying away from this conversation. I really didn't want to, but I wanted to talk about like low self-esteem and stuff like that today. But God is just so faithful that he was like, you know what, this is what I want you to talk about at this moment and at this time. So I had to dig in and to begin some work and to start some research, and to bring out most of the information that I can be able to put together. So first of all, I want to say that you are not, the fact that you are not yet married, is like you're not cursed. The fact that you're single does not mean you are cursed. The fact that you are not yet married you're not cursed. It's not a curse. It's a great blessing. The fact that you are single, you're not yet married, it's a blessing. So don't let anyone make you look like, don't let anyone put pressure on you that because you're single, because you're not yet married, that there's a curse that is following you or something. In fact, let me repeat it very slowly. You are not cursed. You're not cursed. The fact that you're not yet married does not mean that you are cursed. Please get that and say it to yourself as many times as you can. Secondly, I want to say that there is no such thing as spiritual husband, because this is one of the things that a lot of our so dear beloved men of God are now using to make you look like as if you're suffering from some kind of spiritual issues. That is why you're still single. That is why you're not yet married. Please, I want to say this again. There is no such thing as spiritual husband. If truly you are a child of God, and if truly you believe that God lives in you, and you have a relationship with God, then how is it possible that even a normal human being cannot serve two masters? You cannot have two husbands. You cannot have two boyfriends. Like, it is not possible for you to give them equal love, your equal energy, equal everything. So if that is not possible, I want you to know also that if truly you believe in God, that is, if truly you believe, you have strong faith in the person that you are in a relationship with, which is God Almighty, then there is no such thing as spiritual husband. Please. So don't let anybody, because some people have made, especially from my country, some people have made putting pressure on single women as their ministry. That is their ministry. The ministry of putting pressure on single women for no reason. And these are their bases. You know, you have spiritual husband, or you're cursed, or that is the reason why you're not yet married. That is why you're single. To be single is a curse. You know, you should go and get married. And they begin to put unnecessary pressure on you. So there is no such thing as spiritual husband. That is the second thing that I want to say. And thirdly, I also do not believe that any woman, as a single woman, I don't believe that you should spend all your time, all your strength, and all your energy. I don't believe you should spend all your time praying for a husband. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. If you have a relationship with God, you know, and I have prepared a series that I'm going to do, how you can increase in your intimacy with God, passing all the corporate prayers and all the corporate things we do in church. I have prepared everything, and these are things that I do, and they are working like magic to increase your intimacy with God. That will really, really help you. And as a result, if you have a relationship with God, you can sit down and have a conversation with him, with the kind of person that you want. But for you to be going from one prayer mountain to another, for you to be going from one pastor to one prophet to giving money and doing all kinds of unnecessary things just because you want to get married, it's ridiculous. So don't do that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe any woman you should exhaust your strength, exhaust your time that you're supposed to be loving on God, your time that you're supposed to be having some serious conversation with him. You're asking him for, like, seriously, for a husband. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And if you want some encouragement, I want you to go on Sunday Adelaja's blog. There's a lady, a very wonderful, amazing lady. She's 40 years old and still a virgin. And guess what? She discovered herself. She discovered her purpose in life. She discovered what she wanted to do. Do you know what is going on today? She is engaged and about to get married. Why? Because she focused on the right things. The right thing is to discover yourself and to discover your purpose. So number one thing I said is the fact that you are single does not mean you are cursed. Don't let anybody make you feel like you are cursed. You're not cursed. And secondly, I said there is no such thing as spiritual husband. And thirdly, don't waste your time sitting down and asking God for a husband. There are much more better things that, you know, we're going to talk about, like, you know, as we go along on this journey, that you will, in fact, you yourself, you feel like having a whole year, just you and God, sitting down and having those kind of conversation, not conversation about asking for a husband. So if you want some encouragement, go to Sunday Adelaja's blog and you will find the article. I think it's titled, does anyone from the DSA family remember the title of that article? Well, I think if you go there, if you just type Esther Koganja, her story is there, and she has a book on Amazon, so you can check out her book on Amazon. Welcome, Gloria. Welcome, Livy. Let me see who we've got here. Welcome, Fumi. Welcome, Victoria. Welcome, John. I welcome you all. Now to our topic. You are more than just a wife material. You are so much more than that, and I'm hoping that before we finish today, you will have that understanding that you are much more than that. Now, can someone please tell me what exactly is a wife material? Please, if someone can just put it on the comment section for me so that I will know what exactly, when we say a wife material, what exactly are we saying? You know, what exactly do we mean? What exactly, if someone can just put it on the comment section. You know, there are some things that we used to put, like, oh, this is a wife material. When a man looks at a woman, he said, oh, this is a wife material. Can someone please help me? when we say a wife material, or what are some of the wifely duties for some that are married? You know, if you can just help me pop those things in the comment section. Queen Livy said, I never understood this whole thing of praying and fasting for a husband. Even me, I used to do it. I used to go for like all kinds of conferences and all kinds of seminars and everything. And guys, guess what? Do you know that out of all the I looked at so many events, so many singles events that we have, you know, like almost, I think I looked at UK, Nigeria, and some part of in America as well. Most of the conferences that are being held for single is just only like 80% of the conversation is just preparing them for marriage. I mean, seriously. Somebody said, Ashoke, 5 years, a woman of virtue. So when you say a wife material, for me, I just feel like we feel like, oh, a good girl that a man can take home, that is a wife material. When you say, oh, she's a good girl, you know, she can cook, she's got good character, she can maybe dress well, you know, if she doesn't know how to dress well, she's got good character, we can polish her, you know, and she can cook. Cooking is like a priority. She can cook, she can take care of the home, she can clean, she can, you know, take care of the, and oh my God, and she's fruitful. She has to be fruitful. Like, fruitfulness is like, she has to be able to give birth to children, you know. So that is one of the things, like, you know, those are all the things that they put and said that is like, you know, a wife material. But let me give you guys like a definition. When you say a material, first of all, a material is like, material is like the adjective meaning to material is like a physical object without the use of its mind and spirit. When you say material, is a physical object without the use of its mind and the spirit. Another meaning is like something that another thing is made of, you know. So something that another thing is made of. So let's say now you are a woman, God has created you, yeah. So they now decided to make a wife out of you, you know. So, and then they fit you into a box, and they put you there in the box, that this is the box, she is a good wife, she's a good wife material, and then they put you there in the box, and then hence you can't go anywhere. So that is, you know, the meaning. That is the meaning of material. Can you imagine that? If just a physical object. No wonder so many women are so exhausted, because they have used up all their physical energy, first of all, to satisfy the man's sexual desire, to cook, to clean, to go to job. They have, you know, they have exhausted all their physical energy, all their energy. They don't have, their mind is not being put to work, spirit is not put to work, you know. They are just exhausted. Most of them have become so frustrated. Sometimes when some women, they go into marriage, just give them like maybe a year or two, you see them, they start tying wrapper, you know. They are already exhausted, like they are worn out. They are worn out completely. Why? Because something has been made out of them, which that thing is not, you know, is not even really the original intention of the maker, you know. So the person who created her, like, didn't make her like out of those things. It is us that have made those things out of her. I have Fumi said Proverb 31 type of woman. Can you imagine? Even a whole King Solomon himself, he's asking that where can we find a virtuous woman? King Solomon that has so many women, still inside all those women, he couldn't find any virtuous wife. My sister, relax. So it's not all about the physical things. Anyway, thank you so much, Gift, for joining me tonight. So we are talking about, you are more than a wife material. You are more than just a wife material. And we just gave the definition or the meaning of material. So for me, I just consider material as like a biomass kind of living, somebody that is living according to their feelings, living based on their emotions. Their goal in life is just to marry, reproduce, and die, because that is all. These are all the attributes of, when you talk about our physical being, those are the things we can do. We can't really, not nothing more. We walk by our feelings, walk by our emotions. And such a woman, when she sees a man, oh, I love this guy, and oh, he loves me too. Oh, can you do this? Oh yes, I can. Oh yeah. And then before you know it, she's just, phew, they've whipped her off like, a whipped cream. But there are the oh, for me, saying I should go and read. I've read Proverb 31 so many times, and I'm going to talk about it, but not now. And I believe that there is much more to that Proverb 31 that we're not really paying attention to. We are just paying attention to just the physical things that she needs to be able to do investment and do all those kind of things. There are much more to Proverb 31 other than the physical. It's not really much about the physical, but I'm not really ready for that conversation. But thank you for pointing that out. So okay, so such women that we consider as wife material, those are the kind of women that mostly they are just simply, they are concerned about the way they look, they are concerned about their figure, they are concerned about their physical attribute, like, they dress well, they need to make sure, like, they look good. All that they want is they just want to be perceived in a certain way. So it's all about fitting into a definition of a wife, not about fitting into the definition of who they truly are, who they have been made to be. And I've said that when we talk about a wife material, we are placing it under the category of that, like, just living according to everyone, like a biomass. So that is what is just, I want to fit in, let me be like everybody else. But you are not created to be like everybody else. And then they exhibit things like, they wear attractive clothes, they comply with all the standards of society, paying attention to whatever is going on around. They just just going by what people are saying. That is most of the things that they are paying attention to. And because we all know that most women want to be accepted, most women want to be acknowledged, so such women of wife material, that is where they fit. And I want to say, there's a quote by Miles Monroe. Miles Monroe says, if you don't know your source, you will not know your value. If you don't know your source, you will not know your value as a woman. And your source determines your value. So that means your source, where you are coming from. Where we talked about the whole material thing, and we said that material, something is made out of it. So society, religion, everything